0 is dead, 10 is perfectly healthy. Your cells are perfectly healthy. We're always between these two. Here's the biggest problem in healthcare with your health, is that you can be at most of us aren't at a 10. It's pretty hard. But if you go from a 10, you can get all the way down to a 7 without really noticing too much. And it happens so slowly that you don't even know you're at a 7. And what happens is you don't make a change until you drift to about a 6. Because at a 6, that's when you start to have pain, or that's when you maybe start to have a symptom. And I'll use the health example because it's a health talk. It isn't until you get down to about a 6 where you have enough pain that you'll change. Because let's use headaches, dull headaches, tension in your neck, things like that. You live with that, and you live with that, and you live with that. Well, now all of a sudden you start to maybe get migraines, full-blown migraines. Or maybe now it's starting to cut into the things you like to do. So then you do what? You say, okay, and you go to the doctor. Because the pain has gotten great enough to actually make a change. The two biggest motivating, driving factors in human behavior are pain and pleasure. If you ever make a decision, it's based on pain and pleasure. If someone asks you a question, your mind immediately processes, does this translate as pain or pleasure to me? And you'll make a decision. If I asked you to go skydiving with me, you immediately associate pain or pleasure. Some people pleasure, and some people pain, right? So everything you do revolves around that. So what happens is you get into a doctor and you're at a 6, and they give you something for your headache, and you end up back at about a 7. And guess what? You're happy because now you're functional, and you can get through the day again. But that's not a 10. So tonight is about getting to the 10 because that's where we need to be. Because life isn't meant to be. That's the problem with 7. 7 is a problem because guess what? You feel okay, but you're not. You're getting through the day, but you're not living at 100%. So here's the other thing about pain, pleasure. Here's just a quick example. Any decision you make is pain, pleasure. That's what you do. That's how you decide things. If a smoker will smoke because they associate more pleasure with an immediate cigarette than the pain associated with a potential disease. Do you see that? So they'll literally smoke because they don't see the pain part. It's too far away. If I put up an X-ray and I say, here's a spot on your lungs, and if you quit smoking right now, you're going to live. If you don't, you'll be dead in 6 months. Guess what happens? Massive pain. That immediately overrides the cigarette, doesn't it? And so they can quit. And haven't you seen people just quit based on things like this? I saw a guy one time, he was overweight, he didn't do anything. I asked him, he came in, I asked him if he used his ice pack. He said he put ice in his drink last night. He didn't ice what I told him to. I said, did you drink your water? He said he drank a 12-pack. He was horrific. He was just a horrific patient. All of a sudden one day I saw him, and he was he was thin, looked good. His coworker told me that he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him that if he doesn't change his lifestyle, he will be dead within 5 years. Immediately, the pleasure of all those bad habits out the window, and in with the pain. The pain wiped out all that immediately, because death is a pretty good motivator, isn't it?